Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Good Deeds Radio. I am your host, Dr. Renee Sunday, and I am the platform builder. We want to just stop for a second to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for supporting us in the many things that we do, from the radio, the podcast, the television, the Good Deeds magazine, and the publishing company, all the things that we do. We just thank you for being there to support us. And everything we do, from the live events, I have to say that, and the summits and all the things we do, you always support us, and we thank you for believing in us. You know, that means a lot. And guess what? You know we believe in you. We do here at Good Deeds. And what we are here, our main vision and focus is to help you shine your light to the world. And people say, Dr. Sunday, what is that light you're talking about? That light is your goals, your dreams, your purpose, of course, your passions, and your destiny in life. Because we are here. Yes, we are here to help somebody else, to help someone else come closer to what they are dreaming about, and guess what they want to do in life as well, right? So your purpose, the grind, as I hear so many people say, is not for you. I know that was an ouch for a lot of people, I know. But you know what? It benefits come with that, because you are able to impact and influence other people that they can enjoy life. That's what it is. That's what it's all about. And we love doing it here at Good Deeds and the whole platform of Renee Sunday Enterprises. But let's get to the question, because we have a powerhouse with us for this session. People always, we have two questions today because it ties in for any of the new people that's new to Good Deeds. One of the questions, and you know my team just handed it to me, right? But the question is, Dr. Sunday, how did you end up calling yourself a platform builder? We've never heard anybody call themselves that. And I told the person in a nutshell, I got the name because, and I'm not nothing against any other coaches in the world, but I did not want to be called. I just didn't feel right in my spirit, in my soul, to be called passion and purpose coach. Now, if you look way deep, I did brand myself initially with that, but it just didn't resonate with me. And so what I end up doing is, you know, the information we get from the millennials, the information we get from babes, my nieces, okay, we were actually shopping in a mall, and we was taking pictures on this platform that they were using for a fashion show. And my niece said it out of her mouth, saying, Dr. Sunday, well, she didn't say, she said, Aunt Nate, guess what, you should call yourself a platform builder, because you help people build a platform. You help people, you equip people, motivate people that they can carry out their purpose in life. And, you know, I was like, I like that. But the question that I want to tie in, the question that they wrote in for Dr. Renee for this session is, I'm paraphrasing, but it says, Dr. Sunday, what do you do when you come to a brick wall? What do you do when a trial or a tribulation? What do you do when things not going as you plan, as at A and B, and you got to go to C, D, and maybe E or F, okay? And the answer to that question, just briefly, I try my best. Let me just be real candid and transparent. I try my best, as the many things that I've been through in life, to respond in the right way. And what I say the right way is, you know, fussing, cursing, I'm going to just be real, fighting is not the answer, okay, a lot of times, right? So I try to keep my spirit at peace. I try to keep my spirit in a calm state, number one. And, of course, I pray. You know, that's uno right there, right? But I try to make sure I gather my thoughts and make sure my emotions don't answer but I actually sit back and actually think about what I'm going to say. And then also I did get wise counsel, especially if it's a big decision that's affecting my company, my family, etc. But, you know, of course, me and the young man, we talk more in detail about it, but that's what I try to do. The main thing is I have learned in the many years I've been in business, the many years I've been in media, the many years now I've been in ministry, that you need to step back and actually you need to think about what you're actually saying, because you don't want to say, I'm going to just be real, you don't want to say anything that you don't want to say. And then the thing about it is you don't want to respond in an emotional state, okay? Right. And, we have to make sure that we believe in trusting and walking out what we have been predestined to do, right? But look, what we're going to do is take a quick commercial break, and we have an awesome Miss Ashley Little here with us. She is actually Womanspeak Circle. I love that. I'm actually getting more information about that. She's a leader. She's an entrepreneur. And guess what? She's an amazing best-selling author. I love it. And she is very proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority. Y'all know what it's all about, okay? But we're going to take that quick commercial break, and we're going to be back none other than the phenomenal, the fascinating Ashley Little herself. This is Good Deeds, and I'm Dr. Renee Sunday. We'll be right back. Woohoo!
This is John Schamberger, founder and CEO of Millionaires Trainings Only. We are proud to support and listen to Good Deeds Live every Mondays and Thursday at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time with your host, the platform builder, Dr. Nate Sunday. So remember, wherever your mind can conceive and believe in your purpose, it can achieve. And don't stop. Get it.
Well, you heard it right there. That's one of our premium sponsors. If you actually want to do any advertising or sponsorship with us on any of the platforms we have, contact us at our website, reneesunday.com. And, we just love it. We're still number 57. We're holding that post of all the podcasts in the United States. But I love it. I like it. I'm not boasting. You guys, you know my heart. I just like to make sure information is, to get it out there. My signature talk is be seen, be heard, and guess what? Get paid. Amen? Because we actually need to get paid for the things that we have been entrusted to do in this world. And people always ask me that. How do I know when to charge somebody? You know what? You know the answer. The Holy Spirit tells me, okay? But we're not going to go. I'm going to let my lovely guest come in because she going to powerhouse us. I know you have your pen and paper, and we want to welcome none other than the fabulous, the world changer herself, Miss Ashley Little. Are you there?
Yes, I am, Dr. Renee. How are you? Hello?
I'm great. Oh, I just love your voice. She said she's going to come in with power. And yes. Well, welcome to Good Deeds, Ashley. I love your name because I have to say this, actually my niece had actually told me that I should be called a platform builder. Guess what? Her name is Ashley. So,
awesome.
Amazing people are named Ashley. Oh, wow.
Yes,
but
yes,
actually, we want to welcome you to Good Deeds. And, I know I did. And I only tipped the iceberg of the amazing things that you're doing. Tell us in the listening audience, the people here live and also in the archive, tell us more about yourself and how you really, ladies and gentlemen, she's not going to say it, but she's changing the world.
Yes, awesome. My name is Ashley Little. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, originally from North Carolina. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a best-selling author of Dear Fear 2, 18 Powerful Lessons of Living Your Best Life Outside of Fear. I'm a Forex business owner where I teach people how to trade their foreign exchange. I'm a Womanspeak Circle leader as well, business owner. And I'm a founder of Sweetheart Scouts, which is a nonprofit. So I love what I do. I love changing lives. I love women empowerment. And I love helping people get to the next level.
Wow, I love it. But let's dive a little deep because, I think Bishop Jakes even said that the other day, that a lot of times when we get to our purpose, sometimes it's because we've actually had an experience, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not bad. Tell us, because my team was telling me that you have a fascination for education and actually empowering women and just all people that you come across to build their confidence and then make sure we are actually sound emotionally and also physically as well.
Yes, I'm a Womanspeak circle leader, basically. I'm a business owner where I teach women how to public speak and step out of their comfort zones, whether they're a housewife or whether they're in corporate world, to really be confident in their speaking skills and just be confident when they're in front of an audience. As well as my book, Dear Fear, it touches on just different areas of my life. And my chapter is Dear Fear, You Can't Have My Power, where I talk about different things within my life, whether it's my personal life, my professional life, or just in life in general, of how I overcame different fears and how I pressed on and pushed my way through. Because the biggest difference is just making sure that you push through and not quit. That's the difference between a winner and somebody who gives up, is that, you know, we all have struggles, but just never quit. So, yes, I love empowering women. I love helping them get to the next level, women and men. You know, I pray that my book touches men and women, and so far it has, with different things that I discussed in my book.
That's powerful. I love it. You know, and, of course, ladies, you know me about you have to purchase the book. But tell us just a little iceberg of, because we hear a lot of people. I think a lot of platforms that I have spoken on and a lot of, and I'm not leaving the men out, I think it's going across the board. Women, we just show it different than men. Right. That F word, I call it the F word, the fear. Tell us a little bit about that, because I think it shows up differently. It can, let me just say, it can show up differently for different people depending on where they are in the situation and their background and even how old they are.
Yes, and I believe that everybody has fears, but it's all about, you know, overcoming those fears. But we all have them, men and women. And a little bit of my book, I know I spoke about when my dad, just a little snippet, when my dad was going through cancer. You know, I found out he had cancer about 2-3 years ago. And, you know, it pretty much tore my world up because, you know, I went through depression. I went through just different feelings in my life. And, I had just went through that with my grandfather, and I had lost him to it. And I was just like, no, not again, you know. So I wasn't, you know, I was far away from my family because, you know, with my profession, I move around a lot from state to state as I get promotions. So I couldn't get home like I wanted to. So it was just like 2016 was the worst year of my life. And so during that time when my dad was fighting and, you know, fighting cancer, which he did, thank God, he overcame it and beat cancer, which was awesome. It actually brought me closer to God because I knew I hadn't had the best relationship at that time, but it brought me closer to him through those moments, you know, because my fear was losing my dad. I was angry with my father because he didn't tell me he had it. He didn't tell us, you know, we found out, you know, when he went to the doctor. He didn't tell us he was hurting. So it was just a lot of different emotions going on at that time, and it was just a whirlwind for me, you know, because I had a fear of, you know, death, and I didn't really know how to handle that, and if he was to leave, you know. So that during that moment, it really helped me grow, and it really helped me connect closer to God. And as I stated in my book, that storm was not for me. That storm was for someone else, and for me to help someone else get to the next level. So that's just a little snippet of what I talk about with different areas of my life, because I really believe that we all go through those things, but it's all about how you push through those fears and just being uncomfortable, because I was very uncomfortable. But being uncomfortable is great because it helps you grow. So anytime I'm faced with uncomfortable moments now, I know how to handle those. You know, I used to would get upset when I'm uncomfortable or when things would happen, but it's always a lesson behind those things. You're always growing, and if you're not willing to grow, you can't be successful.
Hey, girl, you preaching there. Amen. Nothing like that. That is so true, and I can really attest to what you're saying as well, because we had a hard blow in my family about 7 years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, you remember when my brother passed away, and, you know, I'll be honest, I told you, you know, I wasn't totally in ministry like I am now, you know, in the fivefold. Mm-hmm. But I was mad. I was mad because I thought we prayed in faith. But see, we have to realize, right. I had to realize that God knows best, number one. You never know what right. the other person is really going through. And then another thing, I was being somewhat selfish because, hey, he's where we trying to get. And it right. actually, you're amazing as to what you're saying. It did bring me closer to God. And next thing, I'm telling you, within 2 months, and I don't think I've ever shared this, but within 2 months, I actually was called into the ministry after my brother passed.
Oh, wow.
It
See?
just came in my spirit. It came.
See?
Yeah. So when things happen that we don't, we'll say we don't agree, we don't like, etc. Like you said so wonderfully, we do learn from that. That is so powerful. Wow.
Yes, and I'm thankful for the process because I think people look at the accomplishments of people, but they don't understand that every win has a process attached to it. Every win does, and it's always a process. So that's why I say don't envy people, don't be jealous of people because you don't know the process. You just saw the outcome. You saw the end result. You wasn't there through the storm. It's always a process. So.
And you're absolutely right. And I have taken upon myself, especially when I go out speaking, and it's a platform that I can speak freely, because on the pulpit it's more of a structure a lot of times, but I still get it in there. God always make a way that I get it in there. But being transparent, because people don't talk about that process enough. They look at it, and I love Oprah Winfrey, I love Bishop Jake, I love Paula White, and all those things. But when you really, and Bishop Jake said this yesterday, I think he said, people have looked to him as opportunity and not him as a person. And that's the whole thing that has been hurtful in his whole ministry and the things that he do.
Yes.
But the thing about it, what we need to realize, we have that greatness inside of us, but everybody have their own journey and process that they have to tackle. And no person, it looks the same, but what I love about people having amazing books like yourself, we can actually see ourselves in your story. You see what I'm getting at?
Yes.
And then that helps us feel like we're not alone. And then we can actually use some of the amazing tools and strategies that God downloaded to you. We can actually apply them to our life as well.
Yes, and I remember that I just, it was so funny is No More Distractions is what you're talking about, the sermon he just did yesterday. And it was awesome, and I remember that part when he said that people look at him as an opportunity. Yes, I remember that sermon. He just did it yesterday.
Isn't it amazing? Well, let me ask you this, Ashley, because the amazing platform you also have is when talk about that a little bit with the Women's Speak, Circle Leader Business Owner. Tell us a little bit about that and how you share with the amazing women on that platform.
Basically, it's a lot of women that are, as far as corporate world, they are either not confident in their public speaking skills, or you might have people that are stay-at-home moms from many different backgrounds. You just might have people with self-esteem issues that just want to learn how to public speak. So I'm meeting a lot of different women from many different backgrounds and pretty much boosting their self-confidence and their self-esteem by having them to do different speeches in front of audiences, which is me and other women. And it's a circle. So we're all learning and we're all talking about kind of, for the most part, our fears of public speaking. So it's just boosting women up and empowering them so that they'll be more comfortable and confident to be able to go out and speak, whether it's in the boardroom, whether it's at church, whether it's in front of people in general. So it's more so just empowering them in that area of their lives, which will help because, we have to know how to communicate, and public speaking is important. And it really helps the women that I've been dealing, helping along the way be more confident in those skills.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. If I could remember that study that came out, unfortunate, and I'm going to say it that way, that fear of speaking in front of people is up there with the death of a spouse in regards to fear. It's really up there. And I truly believe in that confidence, like you're saying. And I'm going to throw this out here. I'm being real transparent this show, ladies and gentlemen. I've noticed even in ministry, I had more boldness versus actually speaking. And let's say if I'm in a boardroom, like you said, I kind of noticed that when I was speaking the word of God, I had more boldness versus in the courtroom setting. And actually one of my coaches pointed that out, and actually we tackled that. But people can have certain sections, if you will, or certain places that the fear comes up, and other places it doesn't. Have you noticed anything like that? Or I'm just, hey, I know I'm weird, but have you noticed that happens sometimes depending on?
Yeah, I think people have fears in many different areas. It just depends. Like you said, fear of public speaking, fear of what people may think, fear of stepping out and following their dreams. A lot of people are holding back. They're birthing their dreams because of fear of that. Fear of, breaking those curses because of family. There's so many things that, that people are fearful of, and they hide behind it. They hide behind masks. But if you release those things, it'll help you. It'll help you birth those things. It's just all about, having the right people in your circle and being uncomfortable. People don't want to be uncomfortable. They want to be complacent and comfortable. That's the problem. Uncomfortable is not a bad thing. It's a great thing, actually, because it helps you grow. When you take that jump, at the end of the day, I always say, you take the risk, whether you succeed or not, at least you took the risk. At least you jumped.
I totally agree with that, because so many people have halted in what they need to do, and instead of trying, hey, try whatever comes in your mind, and of course, in reason, but you have to have a strategy. I like what you said, Ashley, when you said being around people that actually that make you uncomfortable, meaning that people that actually will be a catalyst, not just tolerating you and what you're doing. And is it really hard to find that? What's your thoughts on that? Is it hard to find people that actually will support you, and not even talking monetary, but just a support in your dreams, and of course a reciprocal of you respecting them and supporting them in their dreams as well.
I wrote about this. It's a little bit of everything, and it's funny how you say that, because support. I tell people, and I had to learn this too. You can't worry about who's gonna support you. Do it anyway. Do it, and God will send the people that's meant to be there. I always say, if you want to know who your friends are and you want to know who's supporting you, start producing, and then you will see those things, and those things will be revealed to you. But, as far as stepping out on faith, just step out on faith and do it scared anyway is what I would say. And just surrounding yourself and having that discernment to know, who is in your circle, who's not, because it will be revealed. And then you will know how to adjust to those people from there. And just, networking, collaborating with the people that you're trying to, that you're looking up to, or that you see as a mentor to help you get there. Because if you're the smartest person in your circle, you need to find a new one.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with you with that. What I'm going to do, because you're just an amazing speaker. I commend you. And, time goes by so quickly here. I want you to take some time, of course, out of your heart or whatever comes in your mind, because people, and, like we said, men and women are not walking out their purpose because they may be afraid. It may be, they don't have the money. They don't see where they can get the money, or they just think that, and I'm going to just be real. They may think they're too young. They may think they're too, older. They may just think they missed their opportunity. Speak to that person it may be someone here live, or it may be someone actually that's going to check us out on the archive. But I really feel that we need to hear that from you. But then when you finish that, please tell us how we can support you in the things that you do, and also your website and also your social media links as well.
Awesome. Well, for the person that feels like, you're too young, that's a fear. Step out, jump, take it anyway. I don't know one successful person that hasn't failed. So if you take the jump, and if you fail, you learn from it, you get back up, you jump again, So that's for the person who feels like, they're too young. No, you build it. When the door opens, walk through that door. And if that door does not open, you create that door and you walk through it. For the person that feels like they're too old, you're never too old to step out and chase your dreams. You're never too old to do it. Take it, jump, and make it happen. Connect with the right people and put yourself out there and pray about it and step out on faith and do it afraid, because that's what I found when I've met people who have told me, I feel like I'm too old to do this. No, do it anyway. Do it scared. Do it scared. Be uncomfortable. Be uncomfortable. And if it's for you, it will work out. And if it doesn't, get back up and try again. So that's what I would say to anyone who's fearful of anything, because we all have those fears. We all have those fears. And, for example, when I was writing my book, I'm a very private person, but that was one of mine. And I knew I had a story to share with the world that could help someone else. So I pushed through that fear, and I birthed it, and I wrote my book. And I'm so thankful for the reviews I've gotten so far that I've inspired people, from men and women, to continue to step out in many different areas of their lives and push through and birth their dreams. So you just never know who you could be helping or who's waiting on your story so that they can get up and be more confident and birth their dreams. I feel like we all have a story, whether it's good, bad, and ugly, to share that can help someone else along the way. That's what we're here for. My name is Ashley Little. You can find me on Facebook as Ashley Little. You can find me on Instagram as Ashley Little, and my Instagram name is Miss Glamorous Ash. My website is coming soon. My email address is aalittle08@gmail.com. I'm sending all of my supporters signed copies of my book. So if you would like to purchase one, you can definitely email me. The price is $23, which includes shipping and handling. You will get it as soon as possible. So the website is coming soon, within the next 2 weeks. But I'm super excited about this journey, and those are the way to reach me. And I look forward to networking and working with you all in the future.
Yes, I love it. Yes, you have to take your time on them website, girl. I'm going through a rehash in mine, and hallelujah, okay?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Gotta make sure it's right.
People don't, I just a word of advice, ladies and gentlemen, take your time with your website. The thing now, your website is considered to be your hub. And your hub is people got to stay there on that website longer than 5 seconds, okay?
Right.
Wow. But, we actually have another couple of minutes here. Something else someone just texted me, wanted to know. What advice, and of course you can, we'll give them your information, because this, for you to coach them. If they want to, if you put a post up on social media, 200 people, I'm just saying a number, say they want to be a speaker. What are your suggestions in regards to someone, I think they said aspiring speaker, they got the 3 different categories, but someone is just starting out and want to be a speaker. What do you think about that, Ashley?
If they want to just start out and become a speaker, definitely network and get into groups, get into public speaking groups, network with the people who are already where you want to be. Also, you can taking public speaking classes, or like the circles that I do, getting around people who are learning to be more confident in it. That's another way to do it. And then starting off small at different events. Maybe it's a book club, or maybe it's something within your church or your organization, and getting involved and being able to speak at different events to get yourself more comfortable, and just taking those baby steps until you get more comfortable, but you're still stepping out and you're jumping and you're doing it anyway, because the more practice you have, the better off you're going to get. But you can't overcome that fear if you don't jump. So it's pretty much just jumping and going from there, and just surrounding yourself around people who are where you want to be, and then just, taking a small step and start speaking at events, whether it might be a group of 10 or maybe a group of 20, and working your way up, but still doing it anyway and not worrying about, if I done excellent or not, just doing it. And then you will continue to grow as you do it, because you're taking it baby steps that you're doing it. And you'll get better, because the more practice you have, the better off it's going to get anyway.
That's it. Clap. Woo, Ashley,
Yes,
you are
ma'am.
yes, good. I love it. Yes, but we want to say, first of all, thank you so much for being in your purpose. And we thank you so much for taking time out and being a guest here with us at Good Deeds. If you need us for anything, please don't hesitate to contact us.
I will.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo, ladies and gentlemen, she's a foul ball. I like that information she gave us. She was absolutely right about that. You got to just step out there and take that jump and make it happen. Of course, we'll have this replay up very shortly. We'll have all her information on our website, and we'll have it actually also on our social media. Get out there and do it. Amen? You got to do it. But, if you want to be a guest on the radio, TV show, or our radio show here or TV, or even just specifically our podcast, you can do that as well. If you're ready to get that book out, okay, finally get that book out, you actually can do that. And another thing I just thought about, a good way to actually help expand your speaking capacity is actually be on different radio shows, podcasts, and even having your own, because you have to create an audience or a tribe that actually believe in what you do and you say, and then they'll buy your other products as well. See? Yeah, there's something to the madness, right? But if you actually want to get your book out, you can do that. The other thing is we have a nonprofit organization. If you're affiliated with a hospital, we do actually support the loved ones that have family members in the intensive care unit. And if you're part of a nursing home or if a hospital, contact us and we can expand in your area. And we do mentorship and also educational pieces as well, and a scholarship. Okay? Yeah. But you know what? Always remember, you do have a calling. Always remember, you have it already inside of you. You have to do three things. You got to believe, you got to trust, and you got to walk that thing out. You know that, right? And our website is www.reneesunday.com. www.renee, which is RENEE, Sunday, SUNDAY. And you got to say it with me. You got to don't stop. You got to get it. And you got to get your purpose. You got to get your purpose now. And this is Good Deeds. And I'm Dr. Renee Sunday. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Coca-Cola mixed with vanilla shake. The ultimate classic treat. Drinking a Coke float at Arby's will bring you right back to the good old days when you could get one for only $1. Like yesterday or today or even until this limited time offer is over. The Coke float. New to Arby's and now just $1. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.